What's up, my fellow comic book readers? Guys, I read some of my DC books last night. Pretty good so far. I ain't gonna say there's anything in here that's like the read of the week or anything like that yet, you know what I mean? But I'm really enjoying the beginning of all these runs. We'll start off with Robin and Batman, Jason Todd. I wasn't sure that I was actually gonna like this. I know a lot of people were like hyping it up and everything, but I looked through the art and I saw that there wasn't much like writing, so there wasn't a whole lot of story being told, or so I thought. I thought, right? But this really establishes the relationship between Batman and Jason Todd as Robin. It feels like it's a broken relationship that even Alfred is kind of given up on Jason, and I'm really interested in this, and I'm going to continue getting this one. I'm really interested in this book. Trinity, daughter of Wonder Woman. I didn't know what to expect. I still don't know a whole lot about Trinity, to be honest with you. This issue wasn't what I was expecting in issue 1. It was a story that kind of just picked up. You know what I mean? So 3 different generations of Trinity, or not generations, but 3 different timelines. Well, the same timeline. I'm trying to think of how to word it. Like 6-year-old her, 16-year-old her, 26-year-old her. I don't know. They don't say the exact ages. But different ages of the same timeline, of the same Trinity, are all together, and they're trying to do something that they shouldn't be doing. Kind of like a bad teenager, right? So I guess it's kind of establishing her as a teenager in the role, but you get the younger version of her and you get the older version of her. I liked it, but I still don't know much about Trinity, so I don't know if that's the best place to jump in for Trinity for me. I don't know. And I did pick up Supergirl. I told you I was going to get 1 and 2. 1 was a great introduction into Supergirl, explaining who she is and, kind of established the beginning of a story. And then 2 jumped straight into establishing the story, which I really appreciated. Evil Supergirl, I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but the bad Supergirl, she's not really evil. She just wants to feel important and she wants to feel like she belongs. You know what I mean? And to do so, she's kind of ruining Supergirl's reputation. But while doing what she thinks is gaining her popularity, she's also establishing herself as a bad person, and people are kind of recognizing that to a degree. But she did really like steal Supergirl's identity hard, like down to her parents. But at the end of 2 is kind of like Supergirl rebranding herself, and then Lena. I don't know. I'm trying to remember her name. But bad Supergirl kind of established herself as not Supergirl, as a different person. So I'm excited to see where number 3 is going to go with this one. And I would say out of the 3, this is probably my favorite. And probably because I have the number 2, so I got more story out of it. But this is probably my favorite out of the 3 that I've read so far. But what have you guys read so far from New Comic Book Day?